What's different about the soil at the Breitkreuz's farm? Soil expert Ray Archuleta tells us about its secret.
Hello, my name is Ray Archuleta. I'm a retired soil health specialist. I retired with the USDA NRCS. What I'm going to show you here is a rain simulator. This basic, crude model will show us how powerful functioning soils are.
Archuleta will compare different soils taken from a natural forest, a pasture, the Breitkreuz's farm, and a conventional farm. We'll see how much water each type of soil can hold and how much it allows to pass through. The bottles in front capture the water that doesn't soak into the soil and runs off. And the bottles in the back catch the water that passes through or infiltrates into the soil.
So, let's start from the forest soil. We applied an inch of rain, and look how much ran off. Very little. That is excellent. That shows that the forest soils are infiltrating and the soil is functioning. Now look at this forest soil. Look how much water infiltrated into the forest soil. This is exciting. That shows that the majority of our forest soils are working. Now look at the no-till with the cover crops, the regenerative. Notice how much water infiltrated in the regenerative farm, and look how little ran off. Let's look at the conventional. Look how much water ran off. Look how much infiltrated.
Between these two, the soil from the Breitkreuz's farm absorbs more water and allows less of it to run off. Its higher rate of infiltration means it can carry water deep into the ground. Soil that absorbs and holds more water is more resilient against flooding and droughts.
Let's see what happens here. You will see that the forest system, it's holding its integrity. It's clear. Water's rushing in to fill the pore space. Notice the column. It is clear. But notice the conventional soil. It's beginning to fall apart. Please understand, soil is the life. It's the glues, it's the byproducts of organisms and the living plants. They create the glues. Notice this one's, the glues have been diminished. Now, let me move this over here. So you know what the Breitkreuz is doing? They're farming like the forest. Clear. Nothing's falling apart. All those biotic glues, the organic matter, it's still present. Nature does not till. Her tillage equipment is earthworms, living roots, life, biology. Notice the columns here. This is regenerative agriculture, farming like nature.
Natural soil that's not tilled. What on earth is happening inside this natural environment? Plants absorb CO2 from the air in a process called photosynthesis. The carbon turns into sugars and other carbon compounds and are secreted through the roots. Some of those compounds serve as food for microorganisms. These microorganisms break down organic substances in the soil, making it easier for the plants to absorb nutrients. Secretions from these microbes, as well as waste matter from little creatures like earthworms, work as a glue to keep the soil together or aggregate it. aggregated soil has spaces that allow for air and water to flow. These spaces also create room for roots to grow. This way, the more the ecosystem in the soil flourishes, the better the soil's condition and the higher the amount of carbon in the soil.